Hi everyone, this is Olivia Newton-Johnd and you're watching AOL Health. Actually, it was a wonderful experience to be a part of it because it was such an uplifting show and so inspirational. And Scott Hamilton, who's a twice cancer survivor, was skating for the first time in 6 years. Dorothy Hamill, who's just gone through breast cancer, she was skating for the first time in a long time. And I think 80% of the audience were survivors and people going through it. So it was very emotional, but very uplifting and inspiring, and also a sign of the times that it's so rampant now in our society, that we're able to do a show that focuses on that and on inspiration. Was quite a moving experience, but a good one. First of all, it's always wonderful to work with David Foster. He's an old friend of mine and he's such a brilliant musician that the opportunity was wonderful. So we were sent some lyrics by a group of children who had been through cancer. They're called Purple Songs Can Fly, and they're a wonderful group of children that at a Texas hospital they formed a musical place where children can express their feelings of going through illness with music, which I think is fantastic. So they sent us lyrics, and David and Dapo, who's a friend of David's, musician, we put it to music. And so to record it with the children and with this wonderful group of kids from Santa Barbara called the Adderley Kids, who are very talented, we sang it and David played and Dorothy Hamill skated, so it was kind of magical. Well, that's a big question. It's obviously the moment of when you're being told that you have breast cancer. Strangely enough, I laughed because it was just, my father had actually died that weekend, and on the Monday I got that news, and I think it was all just too much. So my way of coping was laughter, which was actually wonderful because I used laughter a lot during the whole thing because it was all, that's a great way of coping. So I'm glad that I could laugh at that time. Then later on, when you're out of denial and it hits you, of course you go through the normal feelings of fear and dread and all those things, and until I got the full spectrum of what was actually happening, and I had all the facts in front of me, what I needed to go through. Then I kind of made a decision that I was going to be okay, and I had to listen to that inner voice that drove me forward saying, you're going to make this, you'll be okay. But you have to go through all the fear stuff first, of course. But I tried to really take care of my spirit as well as my body, and that was really important to me. So I did meditation and prayer and chanting, whatever I could do in my spiritual life to keep myself focused, and took care of my body with, nutrition, good nutrition, and herbs and homeopathy and dietary supplements, everything I could to support my whole body, mind, and spirit. I had a radical modified mastectomy, and I had 9 months of chemotherapy, but I supported my body with all the things I was saying: yoga, meditation, acupuncture, homeopathy, herbs, nutrition, a lot of visualizations, and read a lot of books, Deepak Chopra, Louise Hay, all the people with the healing qualities, which really helped me. And I think it was the balance of those two things that got me through, and keeping a positive spirit. And that is why I'm very involved in fundraising for a cancer and wellness centre in Australia that will bear my name. I'm very proud to say that will have both. It'll have the best integrative treatments, the best chemotherapy and radiation treatments, plus a Ludwig Centre, which is a research arm, and a wellness centre that will help support the whole person. So yeah, the whole spectrum. Well, my take is I'm dumbfounded. I'm really distressed about it. I think that, it's kind of stupid to say don't examine yourself, only doctors should. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to discover a lump in your breast that doesn't feel normal. I mean, women should be doing regular breast self-examination, which is what I've been advocating for a long time, because I found my lump through self-exam. So to say that is just, it doesn't make sense. It's dumb in my mind, because women are the best. They know their bodies best, better than anybody else. And the thing about the mammograms, I mean, mine was not found in mammogram. I found mine myself, but I have friends whose cancers were found in mammogram, and they were in their 40s, most of my friends. So to say, if you have a lump, don't, just it'll go away. I think one of the things I heard was that women, they're doing unnecessary biopsies and things. This may be true after the fact, but you tell a woman that has a lump, we're not going to biopsy it because it could be nothing. That doesn't make sense to them. You'd rather know than not know, and I don't know a single woman who's had a biopsy that has said, oh damn, I had to have a biopsy. It's like, yes, unfortunately I had a biopsy, but it was nothing, and they're just relieved. So it doesn't make sense, and we're saving lives, and breast cancer survival has improved since we've been doing these things. It was a beautiful program to be a part of, and I think it'll inspire a lot of people. I met a woman there who had lost her daughter about 4 years ago to cancer, and it was a pretty horrific journey. And she took her other daughter to this show, not really knowing how it would be because she lost her sister and she didn't know, but she took her to the show. And the daughter after the show said, Mummy, I feel a lot better about cancer now. You can get through it. And I think that's what we're hoping to pass on to other people, that, to give them hope and inspiration.